It's in the game.
I mean, there's just more questions you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be spitting this. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just in all ages, it is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is Knucklehead Sports. We are in the building. We are here with Hawch and Ray and Toe Tags. We're going to talk about the NWA and the WCW, and no, we're talking about sports. Why is Ray looking at me like I'm crazy? We got a design with an overlay, and then we just put it up, and now the NBA might get rid of their all-star game, and I say good riddance to them, because why would you want to play a game for fun when you're getting paid millions of dollars to do it and lose any fucking way? Aaron Rodgers is no longer with the Jets. The Giants might consider getting Matt Stafford for the Rams, and a whole lot more. Hawch is here, Ray is here, show is not. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Yeah, we back with another edition of that Knucklehead Sports.
Not surprised that show's not here.
Word.
Well, he was here last night, wasn't he?
It was supposedly.
You filled in for a second because I was here.
Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? We back. It's another edition of that Knucklehead Sports.
What's up, my people? Normal guy Joseph. Welcome.
What's going on? What's going
on? Welcome. Yo, I want to start over. You guys, Hawch, you're a Mets fan, right?
No.
All right, so Ray, you're not a Mets fan, are you?
No, I'm a Yankees fan.
All right, good. So we can flex then as Yankee fans. You hear the news all of a sudden. I've been listening to sports radio this whole week, and everybody's
whoa. Let's backtrack. Did you say you were listening to sports radio?
Yes, this whole week. Because when they flip out, I like it. And plus, they don't really know shit about nothing. And I got to know what these guys are missing from them.
Truthfully, I'm just surprised that there's still radio.
Yeah, it's true. It's on HD radio.
All you get to hear is you hear sports radio, and then 10-10 wins. That's the only thing.
You know what it is? They go, and then the Jets
fucked up again.
And they need money. It's like, because, the radio just breaks in and out when you go on the overpass. You drive past the telephone pole and boom, you can't hear it no more. And for the record, ladies and gentlemen, Show was here for 2 seconds, and then he left because he doesn't like the fact that Ray is wearing a hat when Show is the one that gets paid to wear the hat.
I can't wear the hat?
You can't wear the hat.
Damn,
Ray.
I can't wear the hat. I'm sorry. It's a cool hat, though. Look,
mean,
it says
motherfuckers
Look at him
showing
looking
up.
down at you, Ray.
Motherfuckers are showing up with not the intro music and all that shit. Yo, what is going on?
Word. See, that's his outro music now. Anyway, so the Mets owner is basically telling the fans they need to come to the fucking games if he's going to spend all this money. And the big hoopla is people going, fuck that. I don't have money to be going to a fucking game at -2 degrees. It's like $100 and all other shit. And if you want us to come, make a winning season. My thing is this. I could tell people, if you want me to put on a better show, you got to come watch it. But people usually watch shows that are good. They turn on the channel to watch a good show. They don't go, well, now that I'm here, they're going to make it better.
Yeah, no. We can only hope for certain things that it's like, maybe if I keep watching, maybe it gets better.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to get there eventually, right?
I'm telling you right now, if you guys don't fucking watch this show every week, twice a day,
We're gonna have some problems.
I'm gonna send this motherfucker after you. He's coming. He's coming for you.
Oh shit!
Call him Booker T and you're Hogan. He's coming for you, nigga.
Oh, no. I don't know who that is, but damn, I want him coming for me.
I always pause a video always at the perfect face. And I feel like other people need to see this face in terror.
I'm sure that he looks like he's menacing. He looks like he's about to come and either build me something for me or beat the shit out.
Yo, Ray can wear hats but can't wear your merchandise. That's fucked up. Word.
Well,
I hear you,
I'm
Damon.
sporting someone else's merchandise. Shout out to the Burning Hammer who put out this fucking cool ass Rey Mysterio and Eddie shirt.
The last time I heard somebody was burning, they had to get a shot.
Well, hopefully I don't got to get a shot for this. It's just, it's a nice fucking shirt, man. It's Rey Mysterio, it's Eddie. It's the match. We all fell in love with this match. Like, come on. It's a great fucking match.
Yeah.
Is that the one from Halloween Havoc?
So it's based off that one, but then it also has like their WrestleMania 21 match. I'm surprised it has the SummerSlam match on here written, but it has nothing that shows it. Like,
you know,
a lot or something.
The match that made us fall in love with Eddie and Ray was a Halloween Havoc match where Ray came out with the fucking the Phantom suit.
You know what I favor more than that match?
What?
The Super Bowl match that happened after that one, where Ray had a triple threat match with Juventud Guerrero and Kidman, and when he won that match, he fought Eddie again. It was like he had to win the triple threat to fight Eddie.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, can we just acknowledge the beat that was Ray's entrance back in WCW?
Dun, 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 dun,
that was
so simple.
That was so fire. So simple.
The word
fire.
And there you go. Whoever owns the fucking Mets, play that fucking beat and people will come. Yo, because
Play
you know,
that,
not
dude.
for nothing.
Play that.
People are complaining about how much it costs to go to a game, but you can get tickets for cheap. The problem is, I don't want to spend $52 for a hot dog, $75 for a fucking Coke.
The
To
ticket
tell you the
ain't
truth,
bad for a Mets game.
the prices at the new Shea Stadium. I forget. I hate calling it the other name.
You don't like calling it Citi Field?
No, I'm not calling it.
You know how many times I've been to Citi Field, which is crazy.
I'm not calling it Citi Field.
You went to a bank, Ray. You didn't go to a game.
Bro, for some reason, I've been to that fucking place at least 5 times.
Bro, I call it Citi Field, and people be like, when I go, well, the Mets play, they're like, oh. But when I call it Shea Stadium,
that's when people know, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, my whole thing with that is, bro, you guys have a history of choking.
Joe likes the stadium too. I mean, I don't. Yo, he's gonna have to be in the private chat. If every time I put him on here, he fucking leaves.
You motherfuckers.
I'm a motherfucker. You was out here 4 times and you left. I'm the motherfucker.
It's because he keeps seeing my hat. He's mad.
Listen.
I'm wearing a hat.
So, in his defense, I'm pretty sure you have fucked some mothers.
Oh yeah, a couple.
So
yeah.
So technically, he's right.
True.
But
I think that goes more to Ray though. He made a lot more mothers than most people.
Well, Ray has made more baby mamas than people.
Shit, but yeah. So I mean, so that was a part of the news. Apparently, that's not interesting. Oh, go ahead.
The truth is, you have to put a winning product out on the field.
Yeah.
And the truth is, the Mets have not had a winning product.
No,
they've had a choking product, which is where they'll look good and then they choke.
Yeah, and you know what the crazy shit is? It's like when you're a Mets fan, you can literally count to the date when your heart's gonna break. Because you're either in the race and you lose it, or you're not in the race at all. Like last year was a conundrum. Last year was crazy. But then it's not like football or basketball where you could sit there and be like, my Jets suck, but I get to go see Patrick Mahomes play, or you know what I'm saying, or this and the third. You know, they play this team and I get to see some greatness shit. It's like you don't want to see any other team win in baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do it.
Do right.
Besides be on your phone all goddamn show. No, but
listen, Ray, we get it. Valentine's Day was last Friday, and with all the baby mamas you have, we know you still have a couple of days of Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and this Friday is official side chick day.
Well, actually, that was Saturday.
No, that was head ho day.
Yeah, head ho. Listen, but I just want to some of the comments here. I know, normal guy, you're talking about Kadarius Toney. Fuck that guy. Kadarius Toney, he was a first-round draft pick of the Giants, and when Dave Gettleman traded down, he could have drafted Micah Parsons or somebody else, but he decided to trade down with the Bears, and the Bears ended up taking Justin Fields. The Cowboys took Micah Parsons, and we ended up with Kadarius Toney, who this offseason just got arrested for choking his girlfriend. But normal guy or Joseph, I forgot who's the one that brought it up. He's no longer on the Chiefs. The Chiefs cut him last season, so he wasn't even on the Chiefs this season.
Yeah,
why not? Fuck him.
Right, but mind you, this is another Gettleman pick along with Daniel Jones that I called a burger from the Jet from jump.
Burger count at 1.
But I just wanted to answer that because guys, we are seeing your messages, but let's try to stay.
Hey, the count's back.
Yeah, let's try to stay with the current thing.
The topics. We're gonna get into football.
We're definitely gonna get into it with the other stuff that you guys write down. But I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a purist of the game, which is another thing that people don't realize, baseball is an acquired taste. You can watch baseball at home and watch something else and go, all right, it's the 9th inning. Let me catch this inning to see if we win or not. To sit through a whole game, you have to either be a purist, like know the game inside out. Yeah, or you gotta just sit there and be like, I'm getting drunk. I'm here to get drunk and fucked up. Like I know girls that go to baseball games to get fucked up.
Yeah,
they don't know what's happening, but they like being around all those people, the energy, and getting fucked up.
And hopefully they appear on TV.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like I remember one time I went with kryllzzz, and it was the Yankees It was Yankees game. We got the tickets for free, and I forgot who they were playing. And Kryllzzz was like, "Yo, I don't understand what's going on." And I'm explaining them the purpose of
Right.
each position or the other shit, and he's starting to catch it. And then you see, you get a hit. It's not a home run, and most people are like, "What happened?" You know, because they only want to see home runs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yo, the true science of this sport is, the placement hit. The double play. It's like you're not seeing. This is an actual fight happening between a pitcher and a batter, and the field is there to back up the pitcher when he fucks up.
Right.
You're not supposed to have this man hit the ball. The field is not supposed to be in play. You know what I'm saying? The fieldman. But when they are, it's throw a sinker outside, get a fucking
Ground ball.
a ground ball to the shortstop, double play, and let's get the fuck out this inning. That's pretty much the science of this game. It's like boxing. People think boxing is boring because of a lot of holding, but there's a lot of science to boxing also.
Yeah.
So to go to a game multiple times a year, spend all that money for a team that's losing is more frustrating than anything in the world.
Yeah.
But think about that, and if there's any Mets fan out there listening, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck them. Should have chose a better team.
But here's the thing. Remember a couple of years ago, they had a 10-game lead on the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah.
And all Mets fan that I knew was like, "Oh no, we're not gonna. No, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Yeah, we're not gonna squander that lead." What ended up happening? The Phillies ended up winning the division because the Mets decided to suck at the end of the year.
Yeah,
Had to choke like usual.
But again, that goes back where that's like, and I'm sorry to say this, the Jets are very similar to the Mets, where it's like they fuck over their fan base.
Yeah. Joseph, no, I think Kenny's wife's a Mets fan, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel sorry for her.
If I'm not mistaken, because I think we had this conversation once with Kenny. Like, nah, he's a Yankees fan too.
But it's like, like the Mets have a history of letting their fans down.
Yeah.
Very much like the Jets. I've known people 40 plus years. Again, I'm 46 years old. So I've known people who have been rooting for the Jets for 40 years. It's a long ass time to be rooting for a team and not get anything back from them.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Jets won the Super Bowl in 1969. That's 9 years before I was born.
Holy shit.
So, and then again, they have a couple of good seasons like they did under Herm Edwards, and you're like, okay, they're almost there. And then they shit the bed. They shit the bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally shit the bed.
Yep.
Then, I was with a lot of people. Hey, the Jets got Rodgers. That's all they needed. They needed a quarterback. Man, was I and a lot of people wrong that first year? But the man who was always right was Toe.
Yeah, he called that shit.
Yeah, he did. He called that shit from the very beginning.
Yeah. Now, if only Phil could give us the winning lotto numbers as accurately.
Bro, I've tried. It's almost like they go, "What did he pick?" Yeah, erase those from the fucking drawing.
those can never come out and play.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. But it's like, as a Mets fan, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I saw the Mets win in '86. And yeah, I rooted for the Mets in '86 because they were up against the Red Sox. Because at the end of the day, fuck Boston.
Word.
Thanks.
At least the New York team is gonna win the motherfucker. Like shit.
And then
and then and they have made the playoffs and they have gone to the World Series. after that. But it's like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know,
Shit, man. I mean,
they had the years with Mike Piazza,
Yep.
or some people call him Mike Pizza because they don't know how to pronounce Piazza.
he was a good fucking player.
Oh, Mike was a great player. When he was there with the Dodgers and when he came to the Mets, he was a fucking great player.
Yeah.
But the Mets always would get that one player and then shit the bed. Like, no joke. I laughed at a lot of Mets fans when they're like, oh, we stole Juan Soto from you. And then I go, what else you got? And it's like dead silence. Like, you guys don't even know who you have on your team.
Yeah.
I know who's on my team.
So,
like, literally this offseason, they signed Soto. They signed Hammonds or whatever, our closer. And I was like, good. He blew like 20 saves.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
yo,
if you look at show screen, all I can hear is, you can tell by the way I use my walk.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I was just looking at like, what? I'm like, the fuck is this BG motherfucker doing? My bad, Hutch. It was just distracting.
Nah, yo, listen. I'm watching him and I'm like,
he's going through a hurricane.
Yo, my man, he's trying
that's
to
what it is.
shine.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He wants to be here. He's just showcasing that he don't want to get a fine. That's all.
He's a Swiftie. He came in like a wrecking ball.
Still Miley Cyrus.
That's
Still Miley Cyrus.
Shit,
maybe if Miley was at the Super Bowl, maybe
they're the same person.
Maybe they would have played better.
They white, they Ben Affleck. Speaking of baseball, what's your thoughts on the new challenge rule MLB is going to test out in spring training?
What's the new rule?
So let me look it up. But I'm pretty sure they got to fucking these umps.
I think it's challenging ball and strikes. Because last year I saw some umpires calling some outrageous shit.
While I look this up,
yeah.
Did you hear that the ref got fired from the NFL? The one that
what did the Bills and the Chiefs game? That was something I saw on IG. I have not confirmed it from actual sources. I'm sorry, people. My sports news, just like the real news, I'm not gonna get from IG. But because it's no longer football season for me, it's off-season football.
Word.
Which is all about the draft. But I'm guessing you found the rule.
So each team will start with 2 challenges.
Okay.
Only the batter, the pitcher, and or the catcher can challenge an umpire's call. No one else, not even the manager.
What? On balls and strikes.
It doesn't specify.
So let's say I'm a batter, right?
Oh,
and I get a hit.
Go ahead, continue. I found more. So go ahead.
Right. So let's say I crush the ball. It hits whatever like the beginning of the shit for a home run and it bounces back. You know what I'm saying? So you're telling me that the manager can't challenge that? It has to be the batter?
It has to be immediately after the umpire's call without any input from the dugout. And so basically what they're saying is, let's say umpire goes out. The batter fucking taps his head and goes, yo, I'm going to challenge that shit. I don't think I was out. Or I don't think that was a strike or whatever. I'm still trying to find out what they can challenge. But they're saying that they're going to specify by tapping the cap or the helmet to alert the umpire. And it has to be immediately after they call the fucking the call.
Somehow I feel like that's going to get lost in interpretation.
Yeah, that's. I
Like,
don't think
that's
that's
not
gonna fly.
foolproof at all.
Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You only get 2 a game, right?
Yeah, and you lose one if the umpire's call is confirmed. I guess you don't lose it if you win.
So it's almost like the NFL
Okay, that's
challenge. But still, in the NFL, the head coach has to throw the challenge flag. Baseball, putting it in the hands of the pitcher or the batter, that's gonna fucked up because the pitcher's gonna challenge a fucking close strike all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, so
And let's say in the same inning, you challenge it twice and you
Yeah.
lose.
So-
You have no
so
more
the call is
challenges.
reviewed by the Hawkeye View, is shown to those in attendance via the video board and the home viewers via the broadcast. So, all right, so you know how when we're watching the play, they have that box and the ball's there, and it's like, oh, this is a ball, and call it a strike. If the batter fucking challenges it, that Hawkeye View, they go, no, that was an actual ball. You know, he walks or whatever. I think that's why they want to do it where it's immediately after the call, because imagine, umpire strike one, and they're like, what the fuck? The batter takes his time, and they're looking at it in the dugout like, nah, that was a ball. Challenge. Is that one that's going to add more time to the game because now they're going to stall. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't like it. I think they're gonna try it in the spring training and it's going to fail hard body.
Possibly.
Don't they do that already in the college?
Because
Yeah, they broadcast the game in Spanish.
yes, all you gotta do is hit the SAP button on your TV.
Don't they already do this in college?
Yo, my man, you're coming in like Soundwave
Yeah.
right about now. We can't
I'm
understand
sorry.
shit.
John,
You see- You show
Yo,
3PO.
Step outside. Step outside from the disco ball. My whole thing with that is the managers are the ones that are supposed to have that challenge power, not the players. Because at the end of the day, players are selfish.
Okay, so this is only going to be used in spring training. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And if it works, that's how they're going to implement it later on in the season. But my whole thing is you can't put challenges in the hands of the player. You have to leave it with the manager. My man, that's like putting the challenge flag in the hands of an NFL player. And let's say a wide receiver thinks he caught the ball. It throws out that challenge flag without even watching the fucking
Yeah.
the
See,
jumbotron.
I think for balls and strikes, okay. Like if you're a batter and you fucking like, yo, that was clearly a fucking ball, and he says strike, I can understand him going, yo, no, I'm challenging that shit. Or pitcher, the vice versa. But for plays, I think that's when you leave it to the coach.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But if they're saying that all challenges are in the player's hands, that's not gonna fly. You can't leave it in the player's hands. You just can't.
Yeah.
I think truthfully that's gonna create a fucking huge cluster.
To be honest with you, I think the umpire should just be there to make the decision to call a balk, throw a pitcher out if he's head hunting, and also like keep the batter there and let the machines that make the strike box and that judge the pitching fucking call the strikes and balls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they could still be there to judge if you got there faster than the ball did when you're running down the first baseline. But for strikes and balls, like they use the technology in tennis. If your shit's out, they go, oh no, our machine says that was out. That's a fucking foul. It don't matter.
No, you're absolutely
Because
right.
it's like, how you gonna look at a fucking 110-mile-an-hour ball and tell me where that shit went from 90 feet away?
But see, here's the thing. People forget that in baseball, it's not where the ball ends up, it's where it crosses the plate. And there's a lot of people who don't understand that. They just don't.
Yeah. It was using the minor leagues and supposedly it worked there, so they think it work in the minor
Give me a
leagues. It
second,
should work in the
guys.
majors.
That's what I was saying. But you hear me.
I don't know it, Timmy, but if you want to invite him,
I understand what he said. He thought that's what he was saying. So I guess that's what Show knew that it was happening originally in the minor league.
oh, I thought he said, I'm saying I'm gonna invite Timmy. I'm like, all right.
We don't know who Timmy is, but tell him to come through tomorrow too, because we'll be live with wrestling.
Yeah.
No, but that's still not foolproof though. Like I don't know. Something about this, I feel like it's adding something that's just gonna fuck up instantly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the problem when you're changing the rules of the game or the way the game is played, you can't do these little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, because now we get the challenge, but we only get 2 of them. There's 9 innings. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say the pitches a perfect game. Every pitch he pitches is a strike. That's 3 batters, 3 pitches a batter. That's 9 pitches. 9 times 9 is what? 81. That's 81 pitches that need to be perfectly called for this guy to just sweep the fucking lineup and throw him. And there's only 2 times you could turn around and be like, yo, you fucked that call up.
All right, I'm back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only 2 times you could say you fucked that call up. And for me, it's like, now that's being that gets thrown into the game as strategy. What do? Do we sit here and make this guy throw a wild ass pitch to try to get them the challenge early in the game so that way at the end of the game, we're going to get fucked? You know what I'm saying? Like,
which is why I believe it needs to be in the hands of the manager. It can't be left to the pitcher or the batter. It just can't.
I hear you. I mean, I would like to see how they go. I remember they put the pitch clock in, and I'm sitting there going,
Yeah,
I'm like, what it made the game faster by 12 seconds? Because people forget that we still have fucking commercials. If the physical game might be faster, but the commercial length is still longer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nice.
And when you go to a game, the game feels so short because all you're doing is watching the game. But when you watch it at home and you fucking look at all these commercials and all other shit, that's when it feels like it's 4 hours.
Oh yeah. I tell people straight out, to watch baseball at home takes a lot of discipline.
A lot of courage.
I love going to the stadium. But if I'm going to the stadium, I'm eating before I go there or I'm eating after.
You don't get your hot dog? You don't have a ceremonial hot dog or nothing?
Yeah, from the vendor outside.
It's almost the same.
The dirty water. The dirty water,
I mean,
dog, baby.
It depends on who make it. But I hear you. I mean,
look, I go to Yankee Stadium a lot. So they have like a bucket of chicken tenders and fries. It's like $20.
And it comes with the drink, right? The little bowl on the drink.
Yeah. No, that's separate. That's separate. But that bucket can feed like 2 motherfuckers.
I hear you.
And if you have a MasterCard, like a Visa MasterCard, not a Visa MasterCard, but a MasterCard, like a credit card MasterCard, you get like 10% off or something like that. Because Yankees and it's either Yankee and MasterCard or Yankee and Visa
Partnered
are
up. Okay.
partners. Yeah.
I mean, that's dope. Shit.
Like I'll buy that shit, but like trying to buy beer at a baseball game, you stupid.
Yeah, I mean, shit. When I go to places, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like I'm marking my territory. But I need to have me a hot dog, a drink, and maybe a popcorn if we can find some popcorn. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's me going, fuck y'all, I'm eating your food. Like I'm comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is mine now. Get them fucked up.
Well, let me see. The last game I went to was at a new Shea Stadium, and it was the Dominican Caribbean series. That shit that they do every year.
Yeah, I remember that. You was telling us about that, yeah.
Right. Which was fun because I'm not for nothing, bro. There's a lot of women that go to those games.
Imagine.
And especially every game has like a little mini concert at the end. They do. They bring out Dominican singers and shit like that. My cousin's husband was on the drums, not the standard American drums, but the yeah, and he's great at that. Like he was on if you're not Spanish, you might not know this, but if you are, the Spanish singer is called Fernandito Villanola, and he was part of his crew. And it's funny because we saw him on the jumbotron. I'm like, oh shit, it's Johnny. Hey, Marty, I just saw your husband. Broom, where? At Shea Stadium. Oh yeah, you guys are there. Yes. It was like that. It was actually really funny, but and I went to go have a beer, and I'm just like, yo, god damn. Now, don't get me wrong. I bought the can, big ass can, $12.
That's so out of fucking money.
It is. I'm just glad it wasn't like one of those little. Remember the mini Coronas?
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's not that. I'm just glad they're not giving me that shit. Like what they gave me was the resealable aluminum cans that are about they're about
like Arizona
big.
Bottle.
But yeah, a little bit bigger and thicker than that. Hey yo,
how do I sound now?
Where the fuck Ray go?
Sound good, show. I don't know. Baby mama found them on the stream.
God damn it.
Yeah, I was trying to say they already do that in the minor leagues. It's on the batter usually to tap his head. It's been going pretty smooth.
Yeah, but how
is it? To me, I thought. To me, I don't see it really going smooth in the majors
when there's hundreds of millions of dollars being. Because remember, the first thing they're gonna do is find a way to weaponize it.
Probably.
But I mean, yeah. So going back to the Mets thing, it's like going to the state for me at least. When I used to go a lot. My uncle, he used to buy the tickets, and we used to go there. It was cool, watch the game, all that stuff. I don't do that shit now because I spend my money other places. So I'm not a guy that goes. I don't need to go to the stadium to watch it. Like it's dope. Don't get me wrong. When you're there, I wouldn't regret it. But I don't need to go to Yankee Stadium to watch a Yankee game. But if they were losing, it's like, yo, it's pretty much free to get in. What night is it? Is it bobblehead night? Is it a bat night? Is it the fucking where they give you the helmet with the ice cream in it? Like, what night is it? Because that's the incentive I got to go fucking Let me get a bat or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get the un cocotazo.
Which is fucked up because they don't do bat day no more in Yankee Stadium.
People used to get mugged after work.
Forget after work. During the game, motherfuckers would get mollywopped.
Yo, let me get your money. Fuck you. Beep. Oh, shit. Home run.
The most fights I saw is because somebody else was wearing a hat that was not a Yankee hat.
Oh, yeah. Shit. One of the last times I went with my brother, it was... Now, this was when Randy Johnson was playing on the Diamondbacks. It was the Yankees versus the Diamondbacks, yeah. And we had free tickets. It was last-minute tickets. We was like, fuck it. We rushed to the game. My brother didn't know who he was playing. So we had the Yankee hats on, all this shit. Homeboy from the Diamondbacks hits a home run, and my brother's like, back, gone. And he was a Diamondback fan. And this drunk dude in front of us was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? We almost had a fight to do. It's because he cheered for the Diamondback, and it's real out there. Now imagine going to fucking Jets, the Mets game, and they're losing, and you got to fight somebody because they're getting mollywopped 52-3, and you're like, well, Juan Soto hit a home run. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times you want to go to the fucking stadium?
Listen, man.
And then traffic afterwards. Yo, when we left that game, there was 300 people trying to get to the fucking 4 train.
And just as many people trying to get to the D train.
Yeah. There were more women trying to get into the D.
Yeah. I was waiting for that one. I threw that up there for you.
I hear that.
Yeah, listen, man. I love going to the stadium. I like to do it on nights where I know it's going to be cool, like during the summer or the spring. Yeah. And I walk the bridge back. I put on my beats, and I'm just.
I hear you.
Granted, that's just me. Simply because I know there's a lot of people on the train.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in cars trying to get out. So I just walk. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But, I just, to me, there's nothing like going watching a live sporting events, whether it be baseball, football, soccer. Like you don't realize how much you miss, how many angles you miss when you're actually watching it on TV. Because when you watch it on TV, you would have to deal with whoever's manuring use on the camera.
Yeah.
And which camera they're panning to. And when you're there and you're watching it live, you are your own camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can watch the actual game, or you can watch the girl with the fat ass that just walked by you.
Which you always need the red zone.
Or you can watch the fight that's about to break out between two people.
Word.
I mean, that stuff they're never going to put on TV.
For real. And, if somebody hit the ball to you, you get to steal the ball from the kid.
I don't know how. I wouldn't steal the ball from the kid. That's just me.
They definitely going to put your ass on TV.
I know that's definitely a thing Show would do.
Oh, yeah. With the knucklehead shirt on.
Like stealing candy from a baby.
That's it.
Then go.
It's like stealing babies from a candy. But speaking of babies, I want to talk about the All-Star game. The NBA All-Star game.
All right, now we're going to go. Now, guys, we're going to the NBA All-Star games in the comments. Start letting us know what you thought about the All-Star game.
Well, I didn't watch it. I know they had a new format, and the whole talk is changing the format, and people aren't watching it, and the players don't want to play, and this, that, and the third, and no one wants to get hurt, and they're not getting rested. And I have a concept for the next All-Star game. Now, I don't think anybody's gonna ever use this. Like, I don't think this is physically possible to happen, but I'm gonna throw it out there anyway. This is a pie in the sky concept.
Okay.
You get the best players from the West Coast. You team them all up, and you put them against the best players of the East Coast, and you have one game where the West versus the East play each other, and the players shut the fuck up. And the players shut the fuck up.
See that?
And the winner of the team, the winner of the game, gets home field advantage for the playoffs.
Why that sound so familiar?
Because that was used to be the format instead of what they do now, where they have two players BT captain and they just pick from whoever made the All-Star team, which is ass.
Yeah. No, because think about it, man. I've always said, if you're gonna have two halves of a season, then the first half of the season should be the top 4 seeds goes into the playoffs. And then the second half of the season will be the last 4 seeds. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. People will watch the beginning part of the season because now it means something. And when let's say the Knicks barely got into the fucking they didn't get in the playoffs in the first half of the season. Now they have a chance to get into the second half of the season, and the All-Star game will give you the home field advantage. So, you know what I'm saying? It could give someone like LeBron a chance to rest and play at the end of the season. And it gives all these young bucks that right in the beginning of the season fire that they get to fucking have momentum. Because it doesn't make sense. Oh, in the beginning of the season, we went 23-0 and it was for nothing.
I can see where you're going with that, but it'd be hard to implement.
I hear you, but my thing is the hardest thing to implement nowadays is for people to care. And I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the players. Because there's so many people talking about KD's a great basketball player. All he wants to do is ball. All he wants to do is ball. If that's the fucking case, he wouldn't have had a problem in OKC. He wouldn't have had a problem in the Nets. He wouldn't have had a problem with the Warriors. He wouldn't have had a problem where he's at now. Like, if all he wanted to do is fucking ball, it doesn't matter where the fuck he goes. He just wants to play basketball. And playing basketball, I don't know about you, Hosh, but part of playing basketball is winning. And if you're this fucking nice and you getting 30 points a game and you're not winning, then you ain't that fucking good. Carmelo did the same shit on the Knicks. He gave us 40 points a game and we lost. Like we were bums. Give him something to play with.
I mean, give him something to play for and not play with. Choose your words carefully.
No, some of these people need their balls.
Yeah. My whole thing is that there's no incentive for them to play. Like, I remember growing up and watching the All-Star game play. In an All-Star game, you would still have guys play defense. Like, there was pride in it.
Yeah.
There's no pride in it. Like, I remember one of the very last All-Star games Jordan was in. Kobe beat him up 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Kobe dead ass told everybody, nah, I want Jordan. And he played defense on him. You don't get that no more. You get nah, man, go ahead, shoot the three, or go ahead, go for the dunk.
He did that shit to LeBron too. LeBron was frustrated.
Yeah.
Because the man had pride in winning the All-Star game for the West.
Because that's the true skill challenge right there. Because, like, the All-Star game is one of those things like, oh, it doesn't really matter who wins or loses, but who shows out. And if Kobe can shut you down, he's going to let people know that he is the fucking best player on that court.
Absolutely.
And I don't know about you, but that's called competitive spirit. Why would you want to be on the court and not play the best? Like, I feel like everybody just wants to be on the court and just like, yo, let me get my shots in. Like, yo, bro, this people playing harder basketball on the fucking the blacktop than there is getting paid millions of dollars. I was telling my brother, like, if I was the commissioner, I would pay NBC and be like, yo, listen, release these ratings. And it'd be fabricated ratings and be like, yo, only 90,000 people watch the All-Star game this year. And then next year, yo, 72,000 watch the All-Star game. And then be like, look, no one's watching this fucking game. What y'all gonna do about it?
Right.
Oh, maybe we should end it. All right, cool. Now, since you want to end it, the only way we can end the All-Star game is all that TV money that we're getting. We're gonna cut that shit in half. And your take from that is gonna be cut in half now. Because the All-Star game is part of that deal. And a lot of people tune in the All-Star game because they want to see magic happen. They don't want to see championships be born. They want to see LeBron versus Steph Curry in a game where it doesn't mean nothing, but now we see the skill here. So you're going to take away.
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, you're going to take away from us. Let's take away from you. Because I know it. I hear you. Get your money any way you can. Yo, but also, man, earn it.
Legally, people, legally. We don't want to see you go to jail.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the players. But, like, it's like legally, though. I mean, legally. Like, earn it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're just going to hand out money to motherfuckers that don't do shit, how many people out here ain't doing shit?
It's called the participation award.
Yeah. Roger Maris got a raise for getting the Triple Crown. And then the year after that, they cut his pay because he didn't get the Triple Crown again. That's Roger Maris. Like, you got... Yeah. Yo, this dude that won Matt McClung won the dunk contest 3 years in a row. He made more money off the dunk contest than he did in playing the NBA.
That's sad.
Yeah, so now you know that these people are getting money to be there, and they're still giving you jack shit. So it's not the money. So they should do this shit for free then.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to get embarrassed, then we should cut you from the fucking team. Because I don't know what's more embarrassing, having fun in the All-Star game and going skill for skill, and oh, he was just, he got me that day. We was just fucking around. Or you lost a fucking 3-1 lead in the fucking NBA Finals. What's more embarrassing?
Losing a 3-1 lead.
The U.S. Olympic basketball team had more intensity than the All-Star game. Yo, facts.
I don't know. I didn't know about that one, but
I mean, well, back in the day.
Yeah, but listen, man. But like you said, give them something to actually play for. I mean, it ain't pride because fuck what you heard. A lot of these motherfuckers don't got pride no more.
Nope.
So it's all about what you can do for them, whether it be money, money incentive, or a home field advantage incentive, like baseball did with their All-Star game.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, and here's what kills me: the NBA loses every year for the 3-point contest and the dunk contest because no superstars are in those contests.
Yeah.
LeBron fucking James started that shit. That's the problem.
I remember growing up, and Jordan was in the slam contest. Dominique Wilkins,
Bugsy Boat. I mean,
Spud Webb, yo,
Vince Carter.
Yeah, bro. Barkley, Sean Kemp. Like you had guys who were the all-stars and the superstars in the league at that time participating. Larry Bird used to participated in the 3-point contest.
Yep.
It's like now you tell me who's doing the 3-point contest, and I'm like, who? Dude, the only reason I know Tyler Hero, whatever, whoever the guy that won it was because a couple of years ago he was on the Miami Heat, and I think they were upset a couple of people. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else,
he's still on the Heat.
Whatever. Everybody else that they talked about on that 3-point contest, I know who the fuck they were.
Oh no.
The dude that's won the slam dunk contest with 2 or 3 years in a row. I still don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah. Like you only hear.
There's no superstars. Yeah. There's no superstars in the 3-point contest or in the slam dunk contest.
Nope.
LeBron James did that, bro. He started that fucking trend. He was the only superstar that didn't want to go in the dunk contest.
Because he can't dunk. I think that
Bullshit if he can't dunk. He had a fucking personal dunk contest for the Miami Heat. He could dunk. He's just too lazy.
nah, if it's not on Instagram, it's not real. Shit.
I mean, for a lot of people, that's the way life is.
Yeah, that's true. But
I don't know, man. To me, it's crazy.
yeah, because you know, but people don't understand. The All-Star game is actually for the fans. You're playing the game to win a championship, and we're pushing you through to win the championship. We're getting disappointed when you lose. We're getting invested with the trades that you make. We're doing this. We're doing that. The fans get to see this game with these dream teams playing each other, doing some crazy shit without us going, why didn't Antetokounmpo get 35 points that game? He fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just we enjoy the game. It brings us back to when we just went to the park and watched the motherfuckers play. You know?
No, absolutely. Like I'm literally there with my head tilted back, like who?
Yeah.
The NBA needs to go back to having superstars in those contests. They just have to.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I think the media needs to stop making these superstars because I've never seen superstars travel the world on different teams unless they were at the end of their road. Charles Barkley stood with the Phoenix Suns until he fucking got old and fat and then went to the Rocket. Fucking Jordan retired for the 7th time and then he's a Wizard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people stayed with their teams. Even Shaq, he went to the Lakers. He stood there his whole thing, and then he became a journeyman when he got too old and too big to play the game. You know, like superstars usually stay where they are. Fucking, I don't know how Jimmy Butler's a superstar, and this is his 7th team, and he loses his smile on every team. You know, the same thing for Kevin Durant. Like, you cannot sit here. Like, you could be the best player at this game, but you are not a superstar if you can't bring your team nowhere or you can't take control over your team. Because, I'm sorry, LeBron James played GM mode every team he went on, and it was for nothing. He needed the first pick of the draft to help him win. That was Kyrie Irving. And then he played superstar GM mode every year and they lost. Jordan said, give me a fucking team that will get me the ball and we'll win. And eventually they won. He stood there, he controlled the fucking team. Everybody knew it was Jordan's team. And that's it. Boom. Shaq was like, yo, I don't care who's on my team. I just need Kobe. Or I need Hardaway. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit. The definition of superstar changed because they could put a ball in a basket. Everybody on that league should be able to put a ball in a basket. But now let's get to the main topic while Hutch is here. Matthew Stafford going to the Giants.
Let's talk a little bit about the basketball thing.
Okay, all right.
So besides incentivizing the All-Star game, what else would you do
to make the All-Star game more appealing,
or at least more competitive?
I mean, I think you take the voting out of it. I think
the fan voting.
Yeah, I think the All-Star team, the All-Star players should be based off of merit, like based off of stats. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way, you know, you have to have a certain 3-point percentage to get into the 3-point contest. You know, like you have to be the greatest player on your team to be considered an all-star. And then we'll check who are the best players of each team and who the best players of those teams are. And we'll put the best team we can of all the hot players now on the West and on the East, and boom. And it takes away the whole, well, every year LeBron's an all-star. I know people want to see him, but you got to play now. It's like the MVP. Well, we can't just keep giving it to Steph Curry. I mean, if Steph Curry's playing better than everybody else, why not give it to him every fucking year?
NuKKle Jokic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why not give it to the man that's playing better than everybody? Because once you start doing that, we can't give it to him every year, shit. And that means I don't have to play hard every year. I just wait until it's my turn.
Very true.
But the thing is, it's too hard to do that because you're gonna have to piss people off. And God forbid we make people mad nowadays. People are gonna start sending your business out to other people. You're gonna say something and then people are like, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, that's a concept.
I mean, why not? This is an entertainment league anyway. Shit, football pretty much does that shit. If it wasn't so worried about hurting people in the All-Star game of football, pretty sure they would do the same shit. But how many people get hurt in the All-Star game? You know, like, or you could have the All-Star game matchup for matchup. If you don't want to do it that way, then you would sit there and be like, yo, I want to see definitively LeBron versus Kevin Durant. And you put them in the game where it's literally one-on-one. It's a 5-on-5 game, but it's one-on-one defense.
Okay.
Can Kyrie Irving stop Stephen Curry from running around the court and fucking doing that whole jive shit? Can Steph Curry D up on somebody who has the dribbles of Kyrie Irving? You know, shit like that. Can a boom away really fucking play against someone who has mass on them? You know, who has some fucking size and shit on them. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Because those are the questions that you like. Imagine Shaq playing with a boom away. Shaq would be like, come on, let's see if you're strong enough to take me while I'm in the paint.
Bam Adebayo?
Yeah, but boom away means no worries. It's a problem-free philosophy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear you.
Wow,
But at least that's kind of some kind of plan. Like right now, they don't have no plan.
Yeah, they don't have shit. What would you do, Hutch? Like, have you given any thought to?
Well, it's gonna stay East versus West. None of this. Hey, let's take the two team captains or whoever won the most voting in for the players and from the regular people like us, bro. It has to say West versus East because it's going to. That's the only way you can implement that. Oh, you won the All-Star game, so your division or your conference is going to have home field advantage up and through the Super Bowl, the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, which I agree with that also. Like every round, y'all got the home field advantage because it gives more teams on that side to fucking play harder. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, there's no guarantee we're going to the fucking finals, but we're in the first round. At least I got home field advantage.
Right. I'm even trying to think if there's any other way. Yeah, nah. Besides, changing it and putting it back to East versus West, I think if you do that, and you can implement the hey, whoever wins, that team, that person gets home field advantage.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you.
Show.
I agree with that. Maybe make it whatever side gets home field advantage. MVP gets an extra voting towards total MVP. Maybe I don't know if that'll help them motivated to play better. So like the MVP should get something extra
Makes sense.
for winning MVP. I don't know if that's extra voting towards the total MVP or maybe an extra $1 million or whatever. But it has to be some incentive for the MVP to play.
Makes sense.
There's got to be some incentive for all the players to actually play. You have to. You got to almost make them want to play the game, fall in love with the game again. I'm sorry, the way I see it right now, a lot of people are in love with the money they get from the game, not loving the game.
Yeah. No, it's true. I completely agree with that. So many people won't be choking if they were getting paid what they were worth. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, it's ever since, and I don't want to like say that it's LeBron, but ever since the LeBron era came,
Right.
and then you had OKC with Kevin Durant and all them, all these young people went to the finals and they failed miserably. And it takes them 2-3 times to get to the finals, and then they start playing. And once they win, now they think the shit don't stink. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's back, you know, it was almost like they fucking froze in the finals where we was taught you want to be in the finals. Like, you want that last shot. You know, like, there was no freezing here in this dojo, you know? Like, we trained all our lives for this moment to get here. And they were just like, all right, here goes the speed pass. You can get to ride this ride for fucking free.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I mean, because, you know, if I got to earn my fucking wages at work, why the fuck can't you earn this shit?
All right, well, I'm looking at some of the comments. And Joseph, should they have all the All-Star games at the beginning or at the beginning of the season? Kind of difficult, Joseph, because the fans vote for the people in the All-Star game. The actual game, the slam contest and the three-point contest, that's divided by the NBA commissioner, and it's only after I believe whatever the coil wants to be done. It's like, what was it? At the beginning of the season, I get it. Everybody should be healthy, but it's like, how do you do the voting? Or unless you implement it last year at the end, like during before the playoffs, and you use those numbers to do it at the beginning of the season. That might be one or two ways to do it. Every other way, I find it kind of difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, at the beginning, it almost would not make sense just because, you know, these people are still cold. They haven't adjusted to stuff. Like, towards the end, you get that break of enjoyment.
No, like I said, you know, like you said, it'll be tough to do it at the beginning of the season. But Joseph, that is a concept. So the NBA commissioner might be like, yeah, you know what, I like it.
The NBA should be NBA versus the world. I mean, MLS does it, and it works great for them. I mean,
you know who also does it? The NHL.
That's what they just started doing this year, right?
No, they've been doing it for a lot of years, where it's the U.S. versus the world.
Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense also.
I mean, to me, you got to keep it East versus West, and whoever wins home field advantage for their conference.
Yeah. And I would let them wear their own uniforms. I like seeing a New York Knick fucking pass it to a fucking Raptor or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I like seeing all those multiple uniforms on the court. Just some are in white and the others in the colors.
Nah, it's a nice concept.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah. So now there's talks about the Giants possibly should be going after Matthew Stafford.
No.
I wanted your opinion on that one.
No. And here's my opinion, and I'll elaborate on that.
Yeah.
5 years ago, yeah. Now, no. He's older. He hasn't played a full season. They're going to request that you give up your first round draft pick, and I'm sorry, that's a no-no. Because remember, the Rams, not only are they shopping Stafford, they also want to get rid of Cooper Kupp. To me, I wouldn't do it. Give me my draft picks. And I could sign somebody like a Russell Wilson or Justin Fields.
You wouldn't give up the number 1 draft pick for both of them?
No.
Like, I'll give you my number 1 overall, number 3. Give me Stafford and give me Kupp. Maybe I'll throw in a little piece. Maybe a running back or something.
Who's throwing in the running back?
Well, the Giants going to have to – they're getting 2 players for the number 1 draft pick. I don't know if the Rams will do that. I don't know if Staff won number 1 draft pick. Like, I'm pretty sure they're going to want like a second rounder in there. But another question I have, you want that or you want Jameis Winston? Because I heard he wants to come too.
It pains me to say this, but show's right. That you don't want to give up. You don't want to give a draft pick for somebody like Matt Stafford. He's towards the end of his career. He's going to want a contract extension. So not only do you trade away multiple draft picks, now you're going to put money behind it too. And I'm sorry to say this, it's going to be an Aaron Rodgers situation all over again.
Yeah. That's the thing though. Is like he's an aging quarterback. He's gonna want an extension. And who do you have now? If you're gonna give up your third pick in the first round, who are you gonna get to learn from underneath him? You know, like there's so many holes that the Giants need to cover. Like even if you get them now, there's no winning here. And why not develop the culture with the young guys? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that like the Giants got rid of a nuke and a slice of pizza to go get a ham sandwich. Like, but let's see what you got in the draft. However you try to make your team better, and let's work with that. Like, you know, you have quarterback fucking coaches working with Danny DeVito or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. You know, you if you draft a quarterback, you work with them. You have some young guys. You get yourself offensive line. You get yourself some receivers or running back or something, and you at least you develop a jab. See, the issue with the Jets doing that with Rodgers, the Jets was like, we need to win now. So we can afford to do all this shit for a one season quarterback. So if we win, the Giants are gonna give up a lot of shit for just we got a guy who could win a game. You know?
I hear.
It's like you're training for one round in a 12-round fight. And don't get me wrong, if they said if you get him for nothing or close to nothing, why not?
True.
But to give up all that for, I don't know, man. I think you'd be better off fucking going after Brock Purdy or Lamar Jackson or some shit. Like throw all your cards on those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
I can't read. Boom.
Yeah. What about Fields to the Giants?
I would love Fields at the Giants because he's only going to be 26 years old. Brian Daboll has proven that he needs a quarterback that can do both, not just one. Now, if you draft him, if you sign him thinking he's going to be a pocket quarterback, you're mistaken.
Yeah, he's a runner. But at least it'll be a young guy behind that fucking center.
Well, here's the thing with Justin Fields. You give him a 2-year contract, and you don't have to go shell out big money. And you draft a quarterback like in the second, third round. Or if the quarterback you think is good there, draft him. Like, to me, I think Sanders is a bum, and my choice would be Ward. And I've seen a lot of game film to be like, yo, Ward would probably is the better of the two. Not probably, but is the better of the two.
Okay. What about Sanders you don't like?
He's not as good as he thinks. His arm is adequate at best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's limited. For having Deion Sanders as his father, he's not very athletic. So if he gets chased out of the pocket, but just he's not good under pressure. There's like so many things about Sanders that I'm just like, eh. And not for nothing. And I know a lot of people might agree with me. A lot of people might know. At the end of the day, you always know that if something happens, his father's right behind you, harping.
Yeah. Like Lamar Ball and shit.
Yeah. And nobody wants to deal with somebody like that.
Word.
Show?
Yo, Cam Ward actually told him himself. I saw a video where he told him, "All you do is little short passes, bro. I throw it down the field. If I would have had little short passes like you, I would have had way better numbers than you." Like, he told him to his face, "You trash." I don't know if you saw that video. They was like practicing together, like recently.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
My man Ward told him to his face, "Yo, them little passes, that's the only reason you had so many stats. If you would have threw it down the field like I did, then we could talk."
Hey, not. I hear you.
But look at that. Two times in the day that I agree with Show.
Word. That's how we know Hoach is falling asleep. Like an oxygen to his brain.
I'm good. I'm thinking of why Sanders. To tell you the truth, the whole Deion Sanders shit is going to turn a lot of teams away. Like, the only team that I see like okay with it would be the Raiders, because that's who they are.
Yeah,
and maybe Jerry Jones in Dallas.
Okay.
You reminded me of something. Deion Sanders reminds me of Lonzo Ball when he came out. He's like, Lonzo Ball's going to the Lakers. He was good, but it's like you over sold him to us to the point that he should have been phenomenal. He wasn't. Like the way you sold him to us, this nigga should be the next Jordan, but he was just a regular player.
He also showed us his sneakers that were falling apart.
The BBBs. Oh man.
Like if you give me a choice between Ward and Sanders, I'm always gonna go with Ward. Sanders to me is limited as what he can do as a quarterback.
I hear you.
And also, my whole thing is, and this is where a lot of quarterbacks fail. You have to be able to lead the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now mind you, Ward was in Miami, and for the first time in many years, didn't hear a lot of things about anybody other in Miami. He broke the touchdown record in Miami for most passing touchdowns in college year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cam Ward is a leader. Sanders is not. Sanders always has his daddy there, so he doesn't have to worry about leading a team.
Yeah.
Oh, daddy, so-so was the one that fucked up. Next day you come in, so-so's fucking fired.
Word. Shit.
The Dolphins, I don't know where the Dolphins picked Damien, but maybe.
Was it Cam Ward?
Yeah.
I was looking at some highlights of Sanders, and I noticed that when he runs, scrambles, it's like almost instant, but he underthrows a lot of these players.
Bro, for having a father as Deion Sanders, who was ultra athletic, Sanders is not athletic.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he is.
Like, it looks like it skipped him.
Yeah. And then with Ward, like, he has a rocket from what I'm seeing. But
bro.
Shit.
Bro.
Shit. And I think, like, on the Giants, it's not bad because they do a lot of short passes. When they're not running the ball, they do a lot of screens and shit like that just to get down the field.
No, correction. Daniel Sanders throws a lot of short passes because he sucks. Fucking burger.
But who's talking about?
On the Giants?
No, I'm saying I could see Ward, like, with that arm, throwing those short screens and shit like that going down the field.
Yeah, dude.
I can see that working.
Ward is a beast.
Shit. All right. So, no to Matthew Stafford.
No to Matthew Stafford.
And Ward or bust.
If the Giants pick number 3, if Cam Ward is not there, there's 2 options. If Ward is not there, that means that either he went to the Titans or he went to Cleveland. So maybe another team drafted Travis Hunter or the kid from Penn State.
You like Travis Hunter?
No.
Like I don't see him doing that in the NFL where he got to play both sides. So it's not a value to me.
Even that, like the NFL has already logged him as a cornerback, and I'm like, because he plays both sides, they call him a generational talent, and I just think that Deion Sanders' team in Colorado was flawed, and they needed him to play both offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, hey, I'm a defensive player, but I'm a run wide receiver for a minute, just for the fun of it. Like no, Colorado. if you look up stats with Sanders, anytime he threw to anybody that wasn't Travis Hunter, his stats were worse than they are at the moment, and which is sad. That tells me he was dependent on Travis Hunter a lot.
So wide receiver was his number one.
I don't need somebody like that.
Wide receiver was his number one position then. But that's what we're gonna drop him at.
No. His number one position was cornerback.
Oh, that's weird. That's gonna be weird. I wouldn't pick him just because of that.
Right. Let me see some of this stuff here. Joseph says Justin Field and Malik Neighbors would sound good. Well, you don't know if Fields and Dable would be good. Dable is good at taking quarterbacks that's a dual threat and making them look better. You got to remember, when Josh Allen came into the league, we all knew that he was a monster of a man and he can run the ball. But he was not very accurate. The Bills, some of his throws was wild. Dable was the one that helped them become a good quarterback. So Dable has it that he can work with a dual threat quarterback.
Shit. I mean, that's the reason for the draft, and Hodge has been doing a lot of fucking homework with this draft coming up.
Dude, I do my homework with all the drafts.
Shit, I think I would have to study just to pronounce most of these motherfuckers' names.
Yeah. Well, I know my man from Penn State, you're gonna butcher his first name.
What's his name?
Abdul Carter.
All right.
Abdullah Carter.
You probably call him Abdullah the Butcher.
Somebody gotta call him that. Speaking of Abdullah the Butcher, let's talk about the New York Butcher show. Let's talk about
who's the New York
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron.
I'm sorry, before you get that, I think Damien just had the comment of the night. Deion Sanders' son athleticism is as bad as Richard Pryor's son is as bad to imitate his father. God damn.
I have seen him. That kid is terrible as a comedian. I don't know how.
Damien, that is the comment of the night.
Word. Shit, what? Show. You said that you would rather have kept Aaron Rodgers this season.
Stupid.
It's not stupidity. It's just there's really nothing out there to try. Like, what are they gonna do? Draft somebody like Wilson, like Sam Darnold? They're gonna fuck it up. They don't have a good enough pick to come up with something good. At least the Giants are in third place. They could act like they fucking up. They got Saquon Barkley with last time. They did good. They just stupid enough to let him go. So it's like I don't feel like we have a good enough draft position where we could get what we need. So it's like, just keep the guy did good. It wasn't him. They need to fucking build around him. And he made the money back. So I don't want this, like, the contract is not gonna bother us.
The guy was not good.
All right, he was better than my homies.
But here's the thing, though, Show. Mahomes took his team to the Super Bowl. A lot of people saying Garrett Wilson wasn't happy. You know, the dynamics of the shit was off. I've been saying this shit since the first fucking time I heard that whole we're waiting on the Packers. No, we're waiting on Aaron. And
that note, I'm gonna let you flow because this is your topic right here, brother.
Like, the minute I heard that shit, I was like, nah, there's something wrong here. And I've been saying it. He's using both sides against the middle. He's trying to get the interest of the Jets to get the Green Bay to call his bluff and let him play. And Green Bay said, nah, go to the Jets then. And when he said, wait a minute, you serious about this shit? He had to think about it. And that's why it took 3 weeks to sign Aaron Rodgers to a contract that we had him sign up to. And you knew damn well sure that he didn't want to play for the Jets. He just said, this is the only team I'm going to be able to play for. He said, fuck it. And then his first chance he got, my man sat down and said, I tore my Achilles. And instead of being a fucking team player for the Jets, every week I'm going to be back in November. I'm going to be back for Christmas. I'm going to be back New Year's Day. I'm going to play in the Super Bowl. Aliens are fucking eating your brains through the cheese sandwiches. I take Kopi Luau. I wear purple socks at night because I can't see colors during the day. Like, this motherfucker's in the news on podcasts talking so much shit about everything other than the fucking Jets. He actually had newscasters, sports talk radio hosts go, wait a minute, you talking about me when you said that, we fucking retired and don't know shit and we just want to talk shit? Like, he started picking a fight with fucking people from ESPN. Cam Newton was like, say some names, players, say some fucking names. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a person who seems like he's interested in leading a fucking team. That seems like somebody who just wants to play quarterback. And he's stuck playing quarterback for the wrong team. That's what I seen. And yeah, when you're that good, you're going to get your numbers. But we didn't get no wins. Nobody stood out. No one stood out on the team on some, the defense wasn't as good as it was, but these guys try to do something. Every year, our defense has to be elite for us to lose. And this defense, I think, turned around and said, yo, fuck that. Fuck that. We're not going to sit here and continue, because for that, fucking Zach Wilson could have did the same shit that Aaron Rodgers did. We would have had the same fucking record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you do in your individual stats. If we're not winning, we lost. And we don't need a Hall of Fame quarterback to lose. Sam Darnold's looking better outside of the Jets. This is the problem that the Jets always face. We cannot develop a young quarterback. We got a Hall of Fame quarterback. That should have put the fucking glue in the hole of the boat for that problem. And we got a quarterback that played just as fucking bad as a quarterback that can't play. A Hall of Fame quarterback is doing just as bad as a fucking quarterback that can't play. Ain't that some shit? I don't want him. I didn't want him back this season just because we don't need a diva or a superstar here. We don't need media attention. We need to get our fucking balls, a live chicken, and get on that fucking field and play fucking football. Get Serrano up in this motherfucker, sacrifice the live chicken for real, show some marbles, and let's go out there and win some fucking games.
Marbles.
Yeah. Because I'm telling you, Show, I tell you what I see. I don't tell you what I fucking like feel. I'm not sitting here on some voodoo shit. I tell you what I see. And what I seen was a man named Mike White, was a third string fucking quarterback. He was forced to be on the fucking field because the coach didn't want Zach Wilson to fucking sit down. They forced him on the fucking field as a punishment to Zach Wilson, and that motherfucker got us 2 wins. He broke his fucking ribs and got us a win. Aaron Rodgers.
He was a
leader. Yeah, he was a leader. Aaron Rodgers got the pick of the Aaron Rodgers got the receivers that he wanted, the O-line that he wanted, the coach that he wanted, the offensive coordinator that he wanted, and we got the same fucking record as if Zach Wilson was on the fucking field. Zach Wilson was playing under Aaron Rodgers' fucking offensive game plan, and he gave us the same amount of wins as Aaron Rodgers. And Zach Wilson said, "Hike, what do I do now?" I'm telling you, bro. It doesn't impress me that you got these numbers and all this other skill when a man with heart got us wins off the back, off of 2 broken ribs in his back and miles and miles of heart. That's the Jets that I want to be a part of.
Can I propose a question to you, sir? I'm sorry to interrupt your long rant.
Oh, now it's a long rant. All of a sudden, you was talking all day, and
for me, that was the man was speaking facts.
He starts talking about Aaron Rodgers is long. Question.
Excuse you. Everything he said was facts.
I don't. Real quick, show before you ask me that question. I don't understand why on a show when I'm telling you the history of something, it's always this nigga's talking like you. It's mad long what you're saying. You ever notice that shit?
No, you could talk long. I'm not saying
you're not the only one that did the show. I'm not directing this at you. I'm just saying every time someone wants me to explain something and I give you the history of what's going on and the facts of what's going on, it's always this nigga's taking too long.
You know why? Because you're usually explaining about the person we like.
Well, you know what? To explain something actually takes time.
Word. All right, Show. What's your question?
My question is, since you don't like this guy and we got rid of him, who is a better replacement right now for him?
Russell Wilson.
Oh, hell nah. You bugging. None of those guys had the stats that Aaron Rodgers had. You can look it up.
Which team made the playoffs?
The Pittsburgh's defense made the playoffs.
Show, let me ask you a question, Show. You like Mike Tyson?
I do.
That white guy that beat Mike Tyson back in the day. One of Mike Tyson's last Kevin McBride. I just looked up who just beat Mike Tyson.
When he was trying to pay taxes?
Yeah. Right. Would you have bet on Kevin McBride or Mike Tyson to win that fight?
I knew Mike Tyson was going to lose that one. I could tell he was just in there for money. I think he almost lost the first one before that one.
Okay,
because he got tired in the first inning in the round. Go ahead, my bad.
No. So you saw a Mike Tyson that was just there to be there.
Yep.
Right. So you would have sat there and said, "This Mike Tyson doesn't need to be fighting." And I saw Aaron Rodgers that was just there to be there. He wasn't interested in winning. He said it. He'd rather be MVP than a Super Bowl champion. Wouldn't at that point anybody that wants to be there be a better option?
Yep.
Depends on who you're putting in there. Because even if you put a guy that actually is trying to win, like CJ Wilson, he's gonna get the same fucking record.
But wouldn't you rather? Would you rather have a fucking 5-12 record with a old ass Hall of Fame quarterback that's probably gonna give you one more year, or a 5-12 record with a rookie quarterback that's really trying to be improved?
You're right. The rookie quarterback, because you might end up with your own little star.
Because the thing is, it's the nuance of it. If you have a Hall of Fame quarterback that's supposed to be just as good, or that's supposed to be as good as an Aaron Rodgers, and he's on your team and he's losing, that's more of a sign that he doesn't give a shit. Because a Hall of Fame quarterback like that would have said, "We're not losing." Like, he would have started yelling at people. He would have taken over the game. Like, if he really wanted to win, he would have figured out a way to win. Look at Tom Brady. That motherfucker's yelling at everybody on that fucking field. He yelled at the other side of the field because their defense wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. You can take a fucking losing record with a rookie quarterback because he hasn't developed that leadership role yet. But with a Hall of Fame quarterback, yo, my man is just out there taking swings. He's going through the motion. We don't need that. We don't need that. The reason why I wanted to get rid of Zach Wilson is because Zach Wilson didn't want to learn. He's there for how long, and he didn't.
He's one of the
Yeah, the only
most.
time he actually looked good is when he knew who he was throwing the ball to when he said hike. And when that plan went awry, so did his skill. You know what I'm saying? And so to answer your question, Mike White would have been a better choice. Sam Darnold looking like a better choice, but anybody that wanted to be there. Because we gave Aaron Rodgers everything he wanted. And we lost. Badly.
Give me Randall Cobb. Got him. It's a losing. Give me Al Lazar. Got him. Still losing. Give me a better offensive line. Did that. Still lost. Cried in the middle of the season that you need Devontae Adams. Went out, got Devontae Adams. Still lost. Bro. As an NFL player, why would you ever say that you'd rather have the MVP than the Super Bowl trophy?
Yeah. Especially when you have the rookies of the year on your team.
No, I know a lot of Jets fans, and they're like, "Oh, the defense sucked this year," and I'm like, "No, I think the defense didn't want to play for Aaron Rodgers."
Yeah.
I think they saw something in Rodgers last year when he went down with the Achilles, and then was telling people, "No, I'll be back in 5 games." Oh no, I'll be back next week. I'll be back next week. I think a lot of people, a lot of players on that team saw that and was like, "Oh, this nigga's full of shit. I'm not gonna follow him."
Yeah.
To me, that's what it looked like. But I want to answer some of these messages here. Joseph says that the Will Howard is more humble and hungry compared to Ward and Sanders. For those who don't know, Will Howard is the quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'm sorry, Joseph, Ohio State Buckeyes do not produce good quarterbacks.
I was just about to say that. They like a system quarterback. They only play good there.
I would stay away. Yeah. Like, look, case in point, Justin Fields, Ohio State quarterback. And to me, he got a raw deal in Chicago, and he looked good with the Steelers. But and I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, well, his stats didn't look good." No, his stats look good, but if he would have played 51% of the snaps, the draft pick that the Pittsburgh Steelers sent Chicago turns into a 3rd rounder. If he plays less than 51%, it stays as a 6th rounder. Think about that, people. So the Steelers were playing chess where other teams were playing checkers. Yeah. I don't like I said, the Ohio State just I would stay away with quarterbacks from coming out from Ohio State. Now, Will Howard gets drafted and goes the same thing that Justin Fields goes through, then I might pick him up because then he's seen some things. But yeah, listen. I'm one of the rare Giants fans that say if you can't give me Cam Ward, and if you can't get the Carter from Penn State, who looks like a generational talent, just like Micah Parsons, or Travis Hunter, trade back, get more draft picks. Hell, you can trade back with another team that you know is going to suck the next year and get their number 1 draft pick for next year. Like, I know a lot of people are saying that there's not a lot of good quarterbacks in this draft, but there are a lot of serviceable quarterbacks in this draft. I know for a fact that after the combine, I should say, and before the draft, Jason Dart from Ole Miss, Ole Miss, that's Old Mississippi, is probably gonna rise up to the draft board, and he might get drafted in the first round. You know, you got. There's a lot of serviceable quarterback. Not for nothing. The kid Melrose from Alabama. I know he had a down year this year in terms of passing, but that's because he's still learning how to play a quarterback. So if the Giants go and let's say sign Justin Fields or even Russell Wilson for like 2 years, and they draft the Melrose in like the 3rd round, I won't be mad. But don't go and draft Melrose in the 1st round with the 3rd pick. Now you're bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen in the draft. To me, the Giants, if Cam Ward is not there, either go with the best player on the draft board, which was either going to be Carter from Penn State or Hunter from Colorado, or trade back, get more draft picks for not only for this year, but for the next year. Because now remember, you trade down, now you're gonna get somebody's 1st round draft pick this year, and you're probably gonna have to get somebody's 1st round draft pick next year, and you're probably gonna get a 3rd rounder this year, to balance the trade. So you can come away with 2 1st rounders, a 3rd rounder, or maybe even a 4th rounder. And now you have like 8 picks in this draft, and you can bundle a couple of draft picks and maybe move up and stuff like that. Now you can wheel and deal. Like I'm saying, don't reach. Please don't be a Dave Gettleman. Don't fucking reach.
What about trading?
You reach for Daniel Jones. You reach for Kadarius Toney. Yeah, my man. I'm gonna tell everybody this: if you look at Dave Gettleman's fucking draft, almost all of his draft picks are out of the NFL except for Barkley.
Your host.
And Xavier McKinley, who's with the Packers. What's up?
I said, how about trading the 1st rounder to Denver for J.J. McCarthy in their 1st round?
Well, first of all, J.J. McCarthy's with Minnesota.
Oh, shit.
Not Denver. And no.
Okay.
J.J. McCarthy was not a good quarterback in college, and now he's coming off an ACL in the knee. No. I am not giving the number 3 pick for a potential bust as a quarterback. And I think, what do they have? What is their draft pick this year? Now they actually did good this year with Sam Darnold, so they're picking in the 20s.
That's a move I would make if Plan B, if Ward and all the players you mentioned aren't there. Fuck it. So I need a quarterback.
And if you did that as the Giants GM, and me as a fan, I will hunt you down and stab you with a rusty screwdriver.
But you ain't stabbed the person that signed Daniel Jones?
Oh, he was protected. You don't think I wanted to stab that motherfucker?
Shit.
Bro, for years I said if I ever saw Dave Gettleman out in the streets, he's dead. First of all, he's an old man. If I hit him once, he might just die off of impact alone. And plus, he's white. I'm dark skinned. He might just die out of fear.
Yeah.
Pussy ass motherfucker.
He might die just to send you to jail.
Word. So Joseph comes with some news. UFC 315 main event. We Alexander Volkanovski with Diego Lopez. There's no Z in it. For the featherweight title in Miami. Khalid Muhammad defends welterweight belt against Jack Dalla. I don't know. These fucking names are crazy. But apparently, what's his name? Fucking vacated the title to move up.
Oh shit. Well, why would you vacate the title now that they let fire fight in multiple weight class?
Because I think that was one of those things Dana White didn't want that shit to happen. I think Dana White let that shit happen for Connor, and a lot of people was like, "Yo, but you did it for him. You did," and it's like that judge in
But
the
he also did
DMV.
it. He also did it with Amanda Nunez.
Yeah, and then once all his athletes got the fucking got the thing is like, nah, not no more.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's official. Which Alexander Volkanovski looked bad in his last couple outings.
Yeah. And
So
whatever. Joseph, I don't think Sam Donald comes back to the Jets ever. I don't think no amount of money will make him come back.
yeah, we didn't even give him a fucking chance.
Just remember, and I laugh at this. Daniel Jones is not even on the NFL team.
He's not.
Oh,
He's not with Minnesota no more.
he's on the practice. He was on the practice squad.
I saw him get picked up by Pittsburgh. You got to look that up.
No. He did not get picked up by Pittsburgh. He got picked up by Minnesota and the practice squad, which means he has to be elevated from the practice squad to the main roster, and he never was.
Yo, Toe, look that up, bro. I could have sworn I saw a post today. He might have
What?
gotten traded. Daniel Jones. Did he
You
get
can't
moved
get
to
traded
Pittsburgh?
on the practice squad.
What?
No,
Oh.
yeah, word.
I didn't know that.
You can get signed off the practice squad, but the team can't trade you.
His current team is the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I missaw something. It might have been fake news. I've been getting a lot of those.
We'll get your
Daniel
eyes
Jones
checked out.
rumors send Steelers fan into frenzy.
See, I told you.
Wait, Daniel Jones becomes wild card in Steelers muttered quarterback chase.
I told you. You didn't believe me. I don't know if they signed him yet.
The way the practice squad works is another team can sign you off another team's practice squad. That's it. You don't trade for him or whatever. Then you can just sign them off another team's practice squad. But you got to remember, the Steelers traded for Justin Fields, but didn't give him a contract extension. So Justin Fields' contract is done at the end of this year, so he's a free agent. And Russell Wilson is also only signed for a 1-year deal, so he's also a free agent. But here's the thing that people keep on forgetting. The Steelers can franchise tag either one of those quarterbacks. Now, would you want to franchise tag either one of those quarterbacks at like almost $50 million a clip? Maybe not.
Yo, somebody tweeted out, me if the Steelers sign Daniel Jones and it's a dude pouring bleach into a cup. Like he about to drink that shit.
Bro, Daniel Jones is a fucking burger.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I have to say it. Joseph says, so who's the backup to Jordan Love? Do you think he's gonna get traded? He looked good last season, even though he played a couple of games.
Kryllzzz is in the building.
First of all, I'm not gonna get on this stream and not talk about the Super Bowl champs.
Congratulations, sir.
That's in the
Thank
past.
Who are the Super Bowl champs again, Kryllzzz?
The Philadelphia Bird Eagles. Right?
The St. Sean Eagles.
No. You look at me. There we go.
He is the Super Bowl champion now.
I'm a champion. I am champion.
Yo, Kryllzzz,
I'm gonna wipe that smile off his face. Who won the MVP?
Champion.
I wanted to get your
His
feelings on how you
favorite
felt about
quarterback.
Jalen Hurts playing that game. Did he prove to you he's a good quarterback or what?
No. He didn't. I mean, he made the throws he had to. He made the throws he made. I could critique him. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna have him enjoy the fruits of his labor. He made some throws. The throw to Devonta Smith was a little behind him. Devonta made the catch. I'm happy. But the defense deserved MVP.
Yeah.
In my opinion. The D-line only. Oh, well,
Yeah,
and the
that D-line
cornerbacks there
did.
that has some intos. So I was happy with that.
Yeah, nah. The reason they had the intel is because of that D line. That shit was relentless.
I wasn't expecting that at
For
all.
Mahomes.
I mean, I don't know why, because the week before you were saying that you had number 1 defense in the league.
No, we did. We did. But then the Chiefs have the number 1 quarterback in the league. So it's like shit. You know what I mean? And the refs.
Yeah, but yo, the refs after
Defense
that first
always
horrible call,
You saw that, right? I thought it
Yeah.
started. I thought it started.
Yeah.
Here we go. We lost.
there it goes. Congratulations.
Nah, he did push him, B.
That
But AJ Brown pushed him.
That wasn't
wasn't
a
a
horrible
push.
call. Sorry,
It was a horrible call.
no, it wasn't.
You have to let him play, bro.
He extended his arms. They're gonna call that all the time. Not only that, he pushed his helmet back. They're gonna call that.
The helmets be loose, bro. You pluck that
Oh,
shit. That's
man.
your moves.
Come on, bro.
He can get a new helmet.
Don't you see they always doing this to themselves, trying to restrap? Like that should be loose, bro.
Come on, Joe. You know playing football.
It's cheap equipment.
You know playing football. The moment you extend your arm, whether you're a wide receiver or a cornerback, they're gonna call that shit.
I don't care. We had them 34-0. We dominated, and I'm so happy Barkley didn't go off. I'm so happy Barkley didn't win MVP because I didn't want to hear it from you Giants if it wasn't for Barkley. Barkley had nothing to do with this, but he did, which allowed Hurts to play the decent game he had.
Well, the defense focused on Barkley. Which
Right.
Is what I
Barkley had
would have done. I
everything
would have had
to do
Jalen
with it.
Hurts beat me. And unfortunately, Jalen Hurts actually played a decent game.
He
But the
outperformed
reason you guys
everybody.
went to the Super Bowl was because of Barkley.
And my number 1 defense.
Yeah. Who ripped off
Georgia.
who ripped up four running touchdowns of over 60 yards? Oh, that was Barkley. It wasn't your defense.
What are you talking about?
In the playoffs,
In the playoffs?
Barkley in the first games, because I know you guys, I think you guys had a bye week, didn't you?
No.
No?
We deserved it, but no.
Well,
But
let me
we
see.
set postseason records. I just want to clear the air. Like we did some shit no other team. We destroyed everyone in the playoffs. I think we had like the highest points scored like in the all postseason. It was
The
like
only, team,
198.
the only team in the playoffs you destroyed before the Super Bowl was Washington.
And the Rams.
You guys barely beat the Rams.
But we scored 34 on them.
Not on the Rams.
Yeah. We scored 30 on the Ram. 30 plus on the Rams. You can fact check.
I am going to fact check it.
Fact check. I'll wait.
It was 28-22 on the Rams.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we won that game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like I said, you guys barely beat the Rams.
I wouldn't say barely. We beat them though.
It was 5 points, and if it wasn't for Barkley running for that last touchdowns, you guys don't beat the
If
Rams.
it wasn't for the defense, because Stafford had the opportunity to go on a winning drive.
Oh.
They had the ball last. We shut them down.
Kansas City barely beat the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
They barely beat anyone this year.
Yo, all I'm saying is that both teams are very lucky that the Jets wasn't in the Super Bowl.
Congrats to you and your Jets.
Appreciate it.
I think you have a good coach. Rookie, very unexperienced to be head coach, but you got to coach though.
Yeah.
You got to coach. You got to is what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no, I don't care what Aaron Rodgers, who he is, what he could put. No, you got to coach. Like
Well,
he
Not
said,
only
he has
that,
the last say.
they got somebody who's a former Jet, so
Yeah.
Right, they kept it in the family, which is dope.
he's gonna be proud of being that head coach.
I don't agree with them moving on from Rodgers now because they have this coach. It could be different.
I don't know if you heard any of the broadcast, but
Thank
I just went on,
you.
like a 15-minute rant on why I'm happy Rodgers is gone.
Yeah,
But yeah,
And I was defending it. Thank you, Krills.
Yeah, maybe this is one of those hypotheticals. I have no idea how it would have worked.
Well, think about this.
But it's just Aaron is still slinging that thing, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Think about this. Think about this. Hackett is
I-
gone, and that was his boy.
Right, but Hackett sucks.
But that was his boy.
Right, but doesn't mean he didn't suck though.
Yeah.
Like that's my boy. I'm gonna just get you on because you my boy. Like,
listen, I said it from the beginning. When he became the head coach at Denver, I'm like, bro, the only reason he's becoming the head coach at Denver is because he was Aaron Rodgers' quarterback coach.
Yeah.
And we all saw how bad of a job he did at Denver.
Horrible.
And then right after that, the Jets are gonna hire him as the offensive coordinator. And Toe will tell you off rip, I said that's a bad call. Bro, Gary Wilson wasn't happy with Aaron Rodgers. Gary Wilson's still on the contract. Bro, to tell you, it didn't even look like Devontae Adams was happy with Rodgers.
Devontae Adams doesn't look like he's happy. He's never been happy.
And let me tell you something who else who didn't look happy. That Jets defense.
I don't know what happened to that Jets defense.
Dude, they were on the field so often.
You know that, like, this is what I got from Rodgers. He was a guy that just wanted to play football, but didn't give a shit about winning and losing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was there for the money.
He got his numbers, but he's just a guy on the field that did not care. He was just there to play football. Like you're out with a girl that she's just there for the meal. You know what I'm saying? And you keep taking her out for the meal, and at one point you're like, yo, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not even showing interest in me. Like, and I think that's why a lot of the morale went down. Like, the defense played harder with fucking Zach Wilson on the field. Because at least it was like, yo, this guy can't fucking play, but you know, we can make something happen. We got
mind, like, yo, we have to.
Yeah, we got Garrett Wilson out there that he's trying to. We got something. He's like the Hall of Fame quarterback that doesn't give a shit. Why am I gonna give him the ball?
Well, I don't know if I think he did give a shit. I saw those documentaries and he spoke highly about the Jets. Like, you know, like it's hard to take away his passion of the game. But I'm not saying you're wrong or right. You know what I mean? But
it's just like it's when Brady was out there, Hall of Fame quarterback on the Bucks. He's fucking screaming at people. He went to, you know, he's willing to die out there. Yeah. Rodgers, he gets hurt, and he just wants to be out on social media. He wants his face to be out there. Like, yeah, you could say the right things because he's a seasoned vet. It's just the actions wasn't lining up with you being a part of this team. I felt more of he was more hurt that the Packers said, well, get the fuck out of here then. When he played I'll go to the Jets, and the Packers like, all right, cool, sayonara. We got our quarterback. You're not playing quarterback for us. So what don't you understand? I think he was more like, oh shit, they're real about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just and show just in case you know I muted you because it was mad noisy, but
yeah, my fault. That was me.
No, show. No. It was show that I muted.
I got tickets I got to pay.
Nah, I hear you.
Parking tickets.
Shit, I hear you.
And a speeding ticket. I'm looking for that right now.
You unmute the show, but yeah, it's just that's just how I felt. You had the rookie of the year, one of the best running backs in the league, and you didn't incorporate them in the game. Like what?
Yeah, it is. It is weird.
Because I was telling shows like I would rather have a rookie quarterback give us this record, trying to get better, than a Hall of Fame quarterback giving us this record, just going,
that brings up my next point. Like getting rid of Aaron Rodgers is like, what now? You know what I mean? This draft is not QB heavy. There's not a lot of good talent unless you find a gem. Who knows? Could be. You could find a no-name third rounder and they, oh shit, who's this guy? He's fucking slinging and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, like I said, it's Cam Ward and Sanders are definitely going to go in the first round. The quarterback from in the Ole Miss, Jason Dart, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody takes a shot at him in the end of the first round. The real dark horse is the kid from Alabama,
Who? What's his name?
Melrose.
Mm.
He has an absolute cannon for an arm and can run like a motherfucker. He is very much like a Josh Allen coming out of college, but a lot faster. Like he has remember Josh Allen coming out of college had the big arm, and he's like, yo, man, he has a rocket for an arm, but he needs to learn accuracy. That's Melrose right now. And so I wouldn't be surprised if somebody takes a shot at him in the second or in the third round.
Talk to me about the Giants. Are you the Giants? And then we're going to get into the Cowboys real quick. I know time is limited. But how you feel about your Giants, where they're at now? Like you think you're in a good position? You think you're like 1-2 pieces away to be good again or compete at least? It's just a quarterback.
It's a little bit more than the quarterback. Even though last year in the first 10 games when my offensive line was healthy, it was all about how bad Daniel Jones was. Because in the first 10 weeks of the season, my offensive line was ranked like in the top 15, which is something they have ranked in like in the last 10 years. And like you can see that the Giants offense was giving him time, but Daniel Jones just wasn't making the throws. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My whole thing, truthfully, is the Giants, they do need a quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The background is somebody running, if that's what you was looking at, Hutch.
Oh, no, I know who has that. No, I'm just collecting my thoughts here.
Yeah.
Your Giants suck.
Well, the Giants actually have pieces.
That suck.
No. Malik Neighbors is a beast.
I think he'll have a drop off next season.
Do you think your offense? You think your offensive line is good? Because I heard that like they're good. It's just that they didn't want to play for Daniel Jones. Like
they were decent, but they started getting hurt once Andrew Thomas went down. The offensive line started to go down, and then I only had one offensive lineman that played all games, which is a 34-year-old, the guy from that we signed from the Raiders to play right guard. He was the only guy that played all the games. Everybody else missed time. You know what I'm saying? So
let me get some juice up here. Give me a second. We're gonna get into the Cowboys. You heard what Dak said, right?
Not here for Dak said, but the Giants have pieces. They have Neighbors. They had Tracy.
Chris is going to get juice. He's juicing.
Yeah. So the Giants have Neighbors. They have Neighbors. They have Tracy. They have some pieces on defense. I mean, they still got Dexter Lawrence, who right now is still the best defensive tackle in the NFL.
Had that shit waiting for.
Yeah. They need a couple more pieces, but I truly believe it all depends on what they do in free agency. Like people forget that the first 2 years after Gettleman, we didn't have a lot of money to go after free agents. Last year, also didn't have a lot of money to go after free agency because of the Daniel Jones bullshit and all that. This year, we got some money. So, if we sign a guard to help out the offensive line, you know what I'm saying? And to tell you the truth, like I've been telling people, I don't even think you need to go sign a guard in free agency. I was a big fan of Evan Neal coming out of college, but having him play right tackle is not working out. He played left guard in college at Alabama. Put that motherfucker at left guard. Now you have Thomas and you have Neal at left guard. You have my man. Thomas is 6'6" and Evan Neal 6'7". They're big dudes on the left side. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying there's a chance for your Giants?
Bro, there's a chance for everybody. In the NFL, it literally is. You can turn it around in a year or two.
Like the Commanders.
Yes, we seen it happen. So it is possible. It all depends on what you do in free agency and how you do in the draft.
But I don't think the Commanders are for real though. I think their will got them that far. Not talent, which is okay because you could have both, you know. And sometimes I would prefer will.
Yeah, but their will got shut off once Saquon Barkley hit that fucking first touchdown. They said, "Uh-oh,
Yeah, well,
we lost."
that happened a lot this year.
Yeah.
But,
Give them something, we lose.
No, I think the Commanders have a better team than most people thought they did.
Yeah, they have talent on that team.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
won't lie, they do have talent on that team.
You know what I'm saying? But then again, I know was it the head coach Quinn? You know what I'm saying?
Win. Yep.
Dan Quinn, like great defensive coordinator, but people forget that he was the head coach of the Falcons when they choked in the Super Bowl.
28-3. Yep.
So,
but that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair to judge. He was going up against a GOAT. It's hard. That's what I'm saying. You could be right. It's
but
hard.
I just want to answer Joseph real quick. Yeah, Melrose. Again, Alabama didn't have that great of a team, but I'm not talking about. You got to look at his talent and just look at the way he has a cannon for an arm. You know what I'm saying? And
Ray agrees.
Huh? Yeah,
Ray agrees.
Yeah.
And you know, and the same thing was said about Josh Allen coming out of college, where his team barely won, but you saw the talent at the quarterback position. It's just, you know, like I said, in football, it's always more than just one player. Can one player complete a team? Absolutely. But to win, you need the whole team.
Yeah. Football is the most team-oriented sport out there.
Yeah.
So
it's like everyone counts. Like, you know what I mean?
You have
if
to.
If you don't do your assignment, the whole play could blow up. Like, you know what I mean?
And your backups need to be good, because we've all seen that if you can have the best starters, but if your backups is ass,
if your rotation is trash, you trash.
Right. Now, what the fuck did Dak say? I don't pay attention to Dak.
Yo, Damien, that is true.
Washington fans gotta be pissed seeing Dotson with a Super Bowl ring.
I want to give a quick shout out to.
I don't think so, because they weren't really playing him in Washington.
What's his first name? Darian. I think it's Darian Kinnard. The first man to ever. Yeah, Darian Kinnard. The first man ever in NFL history to have a 3-peat. I have to give him credit for that, because he was 3 years ago. He was drafted by the Chiefs. He won the Super Bowl. He stayed with the Chiefs. Second year of his career, rookie career. Second year, he wins the back-to-back. He got released by the Chiefs and was picked up by my team, and then wins the Super Bowl without doing anything.
The Robert Ory of the NFL.
He played in the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter when the subs were in, and he played in the Super Bowl. So just shout out to him. He's having an amazing start to his NFL career.
The GOAT.
He has a 3-peat. You can look it up. Darian Kinnard.
So, are you saying that he has a better Super Bowl career than Patrick Mahomes?
Dude, he's 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
All he knows is Super Bowl chips, and he hasn't played.
And he beat Patrick Mahomes and won them. Wow.
Yeah, my man is a GOAT.
Word.
And one of them, the last Super Bowl, what was the last Super Bowl the Chiefs won? That was against
last year.
Yeah, who they played?
49ers.
49ers, yes.
Yeah.
But the first Super Bowl, the second Super Bowl the Chiefs won was against my team. And he was on there. And then he goes to that team that he lost to in the Super Bowl and beats the team that lost him the Super Bowl. Like, yo, his documentary is going to be crazy.
Word.
That shit's going to be crazy. But he's going to get cut. He sucks, but he got three chips, bro, in 3 years.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that
the
begs
only
the
guy.
question. That begs the question. Would you rather have a Super Bowl ring or be a superstar? Because yo, my
Or
man,
have an MVP.
my man was like, yo, what'd you do your first 3 seasons? I don't know what I did. You know,
let me think about it.
Let me. My man's gonna pretty soon gonna have the Jordan picture and be like, yo, I ain't played 1 down yet.
You guys suck.
Word. You said this game was hard.
Yeah. I'm drinking Gatorade.
Word. I'm 7 for 7 in the Super Bowl, motherfucker. I'm the Undertaker of Super Bowls.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool stat. I want to give him some awareness. No one knows about that guy. Like he doesn't play. He sucks. But my man got 3 chips in 3 years. Yeah, he's the only one to get back to back to back. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The Jordan of the NFL
by an unknown player.
Word. Shit, that's like that guy? He's like Mike McCluck, the fucking the dunk contest winner.
Yeah, I give it to that white boy though, because he made it entertaining.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and he just showcased his hops, like you know what I mean. And he was creative. Like he actually tried to be creative, even though some people might suck at ladder shit, whatever. But
now, do you think that more? Do you think more established stars need to participate in the 3-point contest and the dunk contest?
How does that work? Do they get voted? Do they sign up for that? Like,
nah, you can volunteer to be like. You can be like. I know that in the era with Jordan and stuff like that, they'd be like, "Yo, I want to do the slam contest," and they would be like, "Yeah, yeah." Then the NBA would be like, "Yeah" or "Nay."
How do you feel about LeBron not playing in the All-Star game, which I thought was atrocious this year? This was like the worst. This was by far the worst All-Star with the brackets and the teams. What was that, bro? Bring it back to the East and West, and that's it.
That's what I said.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
They're trying to get creative, but the whole game is watered down now because everyone just wants to shoot half-court shots.
You know what Toe said was right. I said you got to bring. I said you bring him back to the East versus the West, and then Toe said the way you make it competitive is the same way the NBA, the baseball made their All-Star game competitive. Whoever wins that division gets home field advantage.
Right.
It's the only way you're gonna get people.
They gotta have some incentives, bro.
Yeah,
they have to.
And the thing is, a lot of people are like, oh, but they have money incentive. I'm like, yo, bro.
They do. They gotta get a fat check if they win the All-Star.
You know what I think the biggest problem in sports today, not necessarily in football, because in football you get critiqued like crazy, but in a lot of sports is that if your name is bigger than the sport, you're automatically considered one of the best players in the league. And you know, and a lot of these people put that respect on it. It's like, I don't want to say they're all friends, but they're all like colleagues. Like, oh, Kevin Durant's the best player in the league. We all know this. So, you know, let him do his thing in the All-Star game, where before it was, oh, he's the best player in the league. And one or three people like, he ain't shit. I'm going to show you why he ain't shit. You know, it's like, yo, I don't care if you say he's the best player in the league because I got 4 million followers on Instagram and I'm making $40 million just off of this fucking commercial that Gatorade just did. You know, like you see Kobe, all those videos you see, like the last one we sent, he was like, he went to LeBron, I'm gonna shut you down. LeBron's like, no, you're not. And then he's playing defense on LeBron. And it was just one of those things where Kobe's like, if I'm gonna be here, this is my mission. I'm shutting LeBron down. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's like that, but just why not have that fun? Where is that competitive shit where it's like, remember back in the day where James Harden took a 3, looked at Steph Curry. Steph Curry took a 3, looked back at him, and it was like, oh, let's see who's gonna fold first.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I like in the All-Star game.
That's the place to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Showcase your talent and have fun with it, you know?
Yeah, like let's say fucking Joel Embiid, just throwing a name out there, goes to a Wumba and goes, let's see if you're a real big man. Take me down in the post.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in the post.
Yeah.
Because that's where you would figure out what this guy's really about. Because you see Kyrie doing a little bop
Yo, he bopped the shit out of him. He bopped
but-
the shit. He missed the layup, but he bopped the shit out of him.
But it's like, well, he traveled because Kyrie stopped dribbling and then started dribbling again. He traveled there. But yo, that was still one of those things. Like, that's some fun to do. I'm not asking you to throw bows. We don't need Bill Embiid in the All-Star game.
Just give the fans what they want to see, man. That's what it's there for.
Shit. If you're supposed to be the best players in the world, why not? Let's do something.
Yeah. I agree. I'm 100%. That's why I'm so disgruntled about the All-Star games. Now, you know what I mean?
Word.
Hodge, how you feel LeBron not participating? I want to hear this.
Fuck him.
Yeah, there we go. That was it.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to know.
In an unbiased opinion, when I heard he wasn't playing, it kind of felt like, oh well, that I seen that coming.
Right.
Figure.
Look, he's had some flashes this year. We all know he's not the player he has been in the past. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to tell.
I can agree with that, Grills.
Right.
He's still throwing up
because
numbers.
his numbers are still the same or relatively like pretty much similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also,
are they?
Yeah.
See now,
how many games has he played this year?
No idea. That I can't answer. I don't know.
How many games has he played this year?
Has he played this year?
I'm about to look it up now. 48.
That's not bad.
The 2024 to 2025 NBA season, he played 48 games.
Yeah, that's like half so far. Yeah, he should be up there because All-Star is the halfway point, right?
Yeah.
He's not too bad. He's played a lot. His numbers is up there. My man has no decline.
But so now another issue that I see in the NBA is that there's not really too much competition until the crunch time, right? And then they made this, right? And then they made this in season tournament in the beginning of the season to get some kind of viewership. Now, how would you feel? And I made this proposition to Hodge. If the first half of the season, the top 4 seeds go into the playoffs, and then the second half of the season, it's the last 4 seeds. It gives that All-Star team now, that All-Star game now means something when you go, we need home field advantage for your side because we already know what 4 teams are in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? What top 4 seeds are in the playoffs for each conference. And then, it will give you either it will make everybody play as hard as they can in the beginning of the season. And then we get to see those teams at the end that aren't as good perform to the top of their fucking their talent to get into this shit. Or you see LeBron rest in the beginning of the season and he turns it up at the end. Either way, we're getting intensity both halves.
Right.
And also it's a good way to predict who you play. Right? Because you can fuck around and be like, yo, the Lakers, let's say the Lakers are the 3rd seed, they're already in the playoffs. But the Warriors, they're looking like the 4th seed or the 6th seed. Like we might have to play these guys in the first round. Nah, let's beat them. Let's drop their shit. So either they don't go into the playoffs or they're not gonna play us in the first round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They could start doing shit like that where it's like, okay, this game means more because if the Lakers lose to them, that's gonna mean that they're gonna play the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's more of now a strategy now of what you do. I don't know what you think about it.
That's smart. I mean, it gives them purpose, bro. Anything that allows them to fucking play, I'm down for.
Yeah.
You know
not
what I
only
mean?
play, but make it competitive. Like
that's what I mean with play. Like play ball.
Give them something to play
what I mean.
for. Yeah.
Play ball. Sweat a little bit. Fucking chest bump somebody. Throw an elbow into somebody, not to hurt them or anything, but like play ball, play defense, lock them down. Like
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to revert back to the past, but I missed that. When Kobe didn't give a fuck if it was an All-Star game. Let's see if you're better than me.
And listen, I think the media is trying to form basketball to play that they want to play because Russell Westbrook played just like Iverson did. He's missed a triple double back to back, and he gets no recognition for this.
Yeah, at all.
But meanwhile, Steph Curry's shooting from the half court line, and that's he's the world's greatest shooter in the world. You know, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, and then Draymond Green's playing, aggressive defense, and they're fucking suspending him every game.
Kudos to Draymond because he tried to bring that physicality back, but they're like, stop your shenanigans.
I mean, he doesn't need to kick people in the nuts, but I get it.
He doesn't have to do that, but yeah.
Yeah.
And throwing punches, like
word. No, but there should be rivalries within the players the same way that it's in between the fucking fans. Because it's kind of like, why am I gonna sit here and be like, yo, fuck the Bulls? I'm a Knicks fan. When the Bulls and the Knicks are going out to dinner, like, wait, I'm the only one that hates this fucking team?
Yeah.
Because
it's crazy now. It's so crazy now because now, what you will say, there's more like love in the NBA now. That everyone's more kumbaya, and we hate them for it.
Yeah.
We fucking can't stand them.
I spent my whole life hating this fucking team because of Jordan, and now y'all niggas love him?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's a new era, man. It's a new age.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was talking. You saw his eyes.
Yeah, it looked like he was talking. Like he was very into like what he was saying.
Yeah.
Ray, when the fuck you came back? That's what I was saying.
I've been here. I never left.
No, but yeah, I would like to see more competition in all sports. That's why in football, at least, every game counts.
Yeah, it really does.
Yo, what do you feel about?
And also, football is the only sport where their All-Star game is at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's true. What do you feel about raising the rim and making the court bigger?
I'm with that. Because we have freaks now that are like fucking 7'2" now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, with how motherfuckers are growing, you gotta raise the rim. Let's make this fair.
We have dudes jumping out the gym now. Like I think as high they can jump, they could raise it up, man.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt.
Like motherfuckers are doing box jumps now for fun.
I mean, if they're supposed to be more athletic and more skillful, why not?
Why not? No, I agree. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
People want to shoot from the half court, push the 3-point back.
Yeah. I mean, shit. The MLB, it's hard. It's too hard to hit home runs. Change the ball. It's still too hard to hit home runs. Make the fucking field smaller. People are beating out ground balls to second base too much. I wouldn't be surprised if it says change it from 90 feet to 100 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, baseball had no problem going, how can we change the game to make this shit more competitive, more people watch it?
Yeah.
Basketball is like, what you mean? This is perfect.
Basketball's on a downhill, bro.
Yo, basketball, the first 3 quarters are 15 minutes and the last 2 minutes are fucking 5 hours.
Do you think it's because they're lacking star power? It's about to get watered down. Because they still, who's their star power? You still got your normal LeBron, you got your Curry, you got your Durant. But besides the OGs, that they're on their way out. What else? Who else do you have? Who will be the new face of the league? You know what I mean?
We had this discussion before, and like I said, it's like, yo, make your money, boo boo. But I think that paying these fucking players so much fucking money, it took away anybody trying to be that star. Like, people wanted to be that star to make more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now all I got to do is just sign a check, and I'm getting hundreds of millions of dollars. The fucking, like, all right, And if I want to be a star, I'm just gonna do dunks a game. And now the ESPN's gonna catch. Look at this fucking guy on a hot streak.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks because that's their job is to like
Yeah.
Like how about
blow
people
it
like
up.
Devin Booker?
Devin Booker.
He's supposed to be a superstar, man, but
But
he's
we ain't
fluky.
hear shit about him no more.
Yeah,
Right.
he's fluky.
Right.
He's a good player.
And that's another thing is like being able. All these teams is like, well, we could just fucking sign a star, a free agent. We don't need to make a star.
Luka going out to the Lakers. Does that make him a face of the NBA?
He's about to.
Because
He's about to.
The Lakers are one of the prominent franchises of the NBA.
Yo, bro, Stephen A. Smith. The first thing out his mouth was the Lakers just found themselves another star outside of LeBron because LeBron ain't gonna be there that much longer, and they need a star.
That's
That's the only thing that Stephen A. Smith is concerned with. Fuck basketball. Fuck them winning. They got themselves the best player in the league to carry on the mantle for the Lakers.
That's it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And I think that was the move. That's why they did the move. But I think it's deeper than that. They're in cahoots with each other, but that's another story for another podcast.
Yeah, I think Anthony Edwards was just a flash in the pan. Like, I'm not saying that he's not a good player. I just that whole Baby Jordan shit.
It died quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, after 3 playoff games? Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, he's not on a good team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a good player, but he's not on a good team. So he's gonna get exploited sooner or later. He's not gonna do it by himself.
He already got exploited.
There's who else is there with him? You know what I mean?
Do you hear about him now?
No. You hear about John Moran now? I heard John Moran wants out of the Grizzlies.
Because they keep finding them with guns.
He said, "Y'all too nosy for me. I'm out."
It's like, yo, is this an NBA team or the CIA? What the fuck? I'm watching my socials.
Yeah, they're registered.
Yeah, stop watching my socials, motherfucker.
I wouldn't be surprised if Morant was out of Memphis.
Yeah, I heard he followed the Grizzlies or some kids, bro. He's a kid, so
that's
he's
another
doing kid shit.
It's hard to be a star when you're kidding. A lot of these people had issues, but we didn't hear about them until the documentary after they finished playing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you hear about it 2 seconds after. They barely know what happened.
Now we're living it.
I mean, I knew about LT and his coke habit in the locker room a long time ago.
No, I hear you, but shit, that didn't stop him from fucking doing that. What he did.
He wasn't posting it on stories like, yo.
But I mean, at least the steroid era happened, and then they waited a couple years before they fucked up.
There's a meme out there. I know there's a meme out there, and then I know 4 of us, with the exception of Ray, are actually happy that we did all our dirt before smartphones.
Dude, if I get famous, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
If you look at my old posts and tweets, I'm going to jail.
To be honest with you, Hodge, I think I'm happy.
Nigga, if they look at the old phones or the archives that we have, we're all going to jail.
Yo, Hodge, the problem with me is that I ain't changed. I'm still gonna put my shit on social media. It's just I'm preoccupied with life right now for me to, sit here and complain. Like when I was younger, I was bored. Somebody say some shit. Yo, fuck all y'all
but what I'm saying
with yellow shirts.
What I'm saying is like nowadays you see these kids who are underage and they go to clubs and parties and they're putting in their Instagram or whatever.
Oh yeah, nah.
When we were doing that shit, there was no social media.
I'm telling you right now, these girls are lucky that they don't respond when they're sliding the DM because half of the fucking planet now would have had a cockpit. Shit, you not. Y'all bitches want to complain that you single on Valentine's Day? Answer my message.
You won't be single no more.
Word.
With a bow
There's plenty
around
of loving for toe tags out around the world, bitch. Yeah. Pop said it best. When my love goes bang, 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 you better run. Shit.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rest in peace with us.
Yeah, man. We ain't play no fucking. I still ain't playing no fucking games out here. I ain't fucking afraid to say shit. Nobody in this motherfucker.
Fuck them niggas.
Yeah. Fuck y'all motherfuckers. You can send that shit too. These
Tell them I
motherfuckers.
sent you.
Yeah. I say it clearly. I say that shit. I repeat myself in Spanish if you want.
Say this, Ben.
Los tengo el gato en los pantalones, tu puñeta.
I knew it.
Shit.
Always taking
Word.
my line.
Damn. But before Toe starts wrapping this up, I want to remind everyone we are back tomorrow with that Wrestle Talk on another edition of Wrestling with Knuckleheads, as we're going back to fuck you to the Cody Crybabies or whatever you want to call them, because holy shit, y'all booing Tony Khan for some reason. Y'all care about the size of rings.
Yeah.
Annoying motherfuckers.
Because I know you wanted to join us last time. We was gonna talk shit about the fans. So if you want to join us tomorrow, talk shit about the fans.
Doing that again?
Kryll,
Yeah.
no, I'm ranting, bro, because they got me pissed off for some reason. So
Ray is pissed.
Well, I might have to be on tomorrow. I haven't seen the Ray rant in a while.
Bro,
Word.
man,
Ray rants?
wrestling fans got me pissed.
You gonna try?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying. Remember the most
When it comes to wrestling, Ray rants.
Then on Saturday, we are back with the Toe in the Show, Ray and Gigi show. We're gonna have some drinks because I'm finally off meds. So it's gonna be a nice
Word.
night on Saturday. So
The show's supposed to be there too, Cruz.
yeah, show's coming, apparently.
He got his name on the show and he's finally gonna show up.
Oh shit. Okay, sure.
You welcome to that one too, Cruz.
Yes,
At home.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, show.
Word.
I guess
Doing big things out here.
take us home.
And on that booger, it was big ass nose. That's all I see is his nostril.
In that case, booger.
Word. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. And if you haven't already, Cruz, I think you might like it. It's on Disney Plus, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man show cartoon.
Oh,
It's actually pretty fucking dope.
really?